Welcome back here to Team Talk on ESPN Radio 101.7 The Team. Scott Coletti along with Sam Hauser. And on the Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Cool Take Hotline, we have Teton Saltes, a senior from the University of New Mexico football team and team captain for the Allstate AFCA Good Works team. First off, Teton, congratulations once again on the award. What does this mean to you?
Yeah, thank you. This award and, other similar awards like the Werfel Trophy and all that, it's cool to get recognition. But what's more important to me and what I love about these awards is it's not necessarily the person, but it's the work. It's the service that we do that deserves the full recognition. And the issues that we fight for and that we in the services and the community service and whatnot that we do, it's getting the recognition that it deserves, and we're able to really start to bring more people in and start to kind of mobilize and bring more attention to issues. So I love it, man. I'm really happy about it.
Now, I know you're a very humble guy, and I had the opportunity to cover you in high school. You've come a long way, and you've become one of the leaders of your football team, and you do it by example just as much as you do verbally, and I think that's why everyone is so pumped that you're getting all these awards because of what you've meant to this university and community.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's really cool to see everything kind of come into fruition and sit back and just reminisce on my college career and how it started from like high school, like you said, and until where I'm at now. And then I don't think any of us really saw any of this happening the way it has. So it's been really cool. It's a cool journey.
And the other part of the journey, it's not over yet. You graduated with a political science degree, currently working on a master's program and an eventual law degree at UNM's law school. What made you think about all these decisions over the course of time, just in the direction that you're going with your life?
I've always had a sort of direction in which I want to go, and as I've progressed throughout college, started in high school, kind of like my senior year, and as I progressed throughout college, the avenue in which I would try to affect change and address issues kind of became more clear for me. And, I've always been a passionate guy about politics and whatnot, and learning more and more, and then got my poli-sci degree and realized that one of the best ways to create significant, substantial change in my community back home and so many other communities, minority communities in particular, would be through the legal system and would be through the political system. We have plenty of people to fight in the streets for us, but we don't have, in my opinion, we don't have enough to take that fight to the courtrooms, to take that fight to political bodies, to legislators, and I figure, I'm gonna try to join the fight and take that route, and so far it's been working out. So.
Yeah, it sounds like it has. Teton Saltes is our guest here on the Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Cool Take Hotline. Former Valley High School star and now one of the stars of the UNM football team, and an active member of his community and an advocate for change. And one of the cool stories that I love, Teton, is you were representing your home reservation in Pine Ridge, South Dakota. You spoke with members of Congress in 2019 as a student ambassador for Save the Children Advocacy Network. That's a lot to just digest for a young man growing up. What was it like for you doing that?
It was cool. It was, to say the least. It was a really awesome experience and something that I continue to do. I really enjoy it. I was fortunate to be able to meet with members of Congress in Washington D.C. and even now during the COVID pandemic, I still regularly get on Zoom calls with like maybe a month or so ago, I was on a Zoom call through Save the Children with Deb Haaland, the congresswoman in Albuquerque.
Mm-hmm.
Continuing to do that work it's just something that's really cool, and it's really important.
And because of that, not only were you a member and are you a member of the Allstate AFCA Good Works team, you are the team captain. and you get to deal with Tim Tebow. So what has his whole experience been like for you personally, a guy who was humble and a guy who's the ultimate team player?
It's awesome, man. I mean, Tim, and I talked to Tim, I think before the season started. I went on his Instagram live with him, and I mean, he's a cool dude. He obviously everyone knows Tim Tebow as being, really humble and a good person, and you can really see that. And for me to be able to interact with him, and for me to be chosen as captain of this team, I mean, it's hard to really describe it. I mean, it's awesome. And like I said, seeing it all come into fruition now, it just makes me sit back and really, really just look at all the things that have happened throughout my career here and all the good things and the journey, and really look back on everything that we've all been through. And it's really cool to see where everything is at right now. So I'm enjoying the ride so far.
Teton Saltes is our guest here on the Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Cool Take Hotline on Team Talk. And speaking of team, let's talk a little bit about the Lobo football team this year. 2-win season, you won 2 straight, underdogs in every game, got better as the season went on, and the defense just made a difference. You played on the offensive side. Your thoughts on the way the defense played over the course of the year and the way the offense just came together with 5 different quarterbacks?
Yeah, it was something special to be a part of, especially at the end of my career here. We all know how the last few years went, and just to see the team that we are now compared to what we were. I mean, it's like night and day, especially on defense. And obviously, we have some of the best defensive-minded coaches in the country at our program. Legendary Rocky Long is here with his defense, and then our offense has really come together. It took a little while. There was games that we should have won that we didn't, but to see us really gel at the end of the year, and then we played well against Wyoming, and then Fresno, we just took over the game and played the best football that we've played so far. To see all that and the toughness and the heart that the team has. I mean, I know I'm not the only one when I say that this is a promising program, and here in the near future, I mean, they're going to be competing for championships in the Mountain West. I fully believe that under Coach Gonzalez. I mean, the Coach G era has arrived, and I'm excited to see how far we can take this.
Now, I do have to ask you this, Teton. In terms of the difference, you were the right tackle this year. In terms of the difference of the offense, you ran a little bit of option here and there. You ran a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But in terms of the overall offense, what would you call this offense right now, and what made it successful as the course of the season progressed, especially with the different quarterbacks who were just thrust into the action?
That's a good question. I mean, well,
I figured you'd be the guy to answer it,
like
too.
you said, we've ran so many different things this year, and having, obviously we didn't have as many of the pieces that we needed, that we wanted, because, we were on our fifth string quarterback and whatnot. But with Coach Wareheim, Coach Derek Wareheim, our offensive coordinator, and his play calling ability and just his understanding of the game, I mean, you could see it with our plays and whatnot out there. I mean, he did a really good job this year of putting us in the very best situation that we possibly could have been, given the circumstances. And just to see us have success like that at the end of the year when we really shouldn't have. I mean, we were on our fifth string quarterback. It's really cool. And once a lot of the younger guys mature and get stronger, and all the pieces start coming back together, I mean, it's kind of scary to think what this offense could be and what our defense could be and what this team will be here in the near future.
Back to the AFCA Good Works team. We're with Teton Saltes, Lobos right tackle, here on the Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Cool Take Hotline. We mentioned this a little bit earlier, Teton, but in terms of you being on a team with Trevor Lawrence, Sam Ehlinger of Texas, and you are the team captain, what does that mean to you being the team captain, which, quite frankly, you've been acting like the team captain ever since you got to the University of New Mexico, but this is a little bit different.
Yeah, no kidding. Now I can say I'm Trevor Lawrence and them's captain.
Right.
That's not bad.
Right.
It's man, it really is cool. Like I said, what's important about the award and what's special to me, and obviously the recognition that I'm getting, but it's the work. And it's not just my, the work that I do, but I mean all 21 other guys that made the team, and what they do in their respective communities and the community service that they do. It's awesome. And then to be on a list, like I said, with those big name guys like Trevor Lawrence and them, it's really cool. I think the cool part for me was seeing that, again, I'm a group of 5 guy in New Mexico. I'm not at Clemson or anything like that, but seeing people really mobilize and when it comes to voting and at the end of the day, like when they all came together and I ended up winning, I mean, it was all people from all different walks of life all across the country that really, voted for me, which is really cool for me to see. So it was really cool. It was awesome.
I got to ask you this, Teton. What's next for Teton Saltes? You're working on all these school assignments and everything. What's next for you, football-wise and non-football-wise?
Well, non-football-wise, I'm going to continue to do the work that I'm doing and hopefully take it to another level here with more, hopefully I can partner with more guys and we can really create more of just bring more people together and do bigger events. Obviously, whenever COVID and all that clears up here, I'm hoping pretty soon. But I'm going to continue to do that work and continue to speak to members of the state legislature. I'm going to do a lot of work around New Mexico, whether I'm in the state or not. As far as football, the plan is not finalized right now, but I'm planning on training for the NFL and seeing what I could do there. Mm-hmm. And I mean, that's just another opportunity to increase my platform and to do something really special that not a lot of people get to do. So, either way, I'm in a really awesome and blessed situation, and I wouldn't want any other way. It's been awesome.
Final question, Teton. I have to ask you this. One of the post-game comments, or it might have not, it was a comment from Coach Gonzalez where he was asked about you. I think it might have been before senior day. And his answer was he's going to be the governor of New Mexico one day. Do you envision yourself being the governor of a state one of these days? Or something like that? I thought that was really cool of him to say that.
Yeah, why not? I mean, I would love to go that route, whether it's governor or working in D.C. and Congress or whatnot. And I was laughing because I told the media whenever I heard about that comment, I said, if I was governor right now, I would be playing football. So we'd be playing football back in New Mexico. Who knows? We got a lot of time until that happens, but who knows? You might see me on a ballot here soon or later, one of them.
Well, Teton, I want to thank you so much. Congratulations once again on being the team captain for the Allstate AFCA Good Works team, and best of luck to you in everything that you do.
Thank you very much.
Teton Saltes, Lobo offensive right tackle, our guest here on the Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Cool Take Hotline. More team talk in just a moment.